agreed in principle that there should be changes to the federal structure of policing in Nigeria. But let's start from the beginning and say, what is the kind of policing that we have in Nigeria today? Is it any different from what used to be? Because there are some scholars who would remember that at some point in time, there are things we call the native authority police, and it wasn't always like this. So let's go back in history and see what it's like.
Thank you very much. In your intro, you talked about the way to go. I would amend that to say the way to return. In other words, we had been there before. Pre-1966, there was decentralized policing in Nigeria. Yes, it didn't cover the whole of Nigeria, but the fact remains that of the original three regions, the northern and the western regions had both the Nigeria Police Force, centrally controlled, and the native authority or later local government police forces in the western region. But then there were complaints about the conduct, especially in the post-independence elections and all that. Then the clamor for abolition came, and then the NA police, local government police, were abolished. And then the process was concluded in the West in 1968 and in the North in 1970. But over time, with the march of civilization and the challenges of security from various angles, the wisdom of 1966, when the military took their decision, became the foolishness of the 20th century, of the latter part of the 20th century and now the 21st. So we're back. We're back to the deregulation of the owning of police forces in Nigeria. It's a welcome development, and what is left to do now, the bolts and nuts, of course, beginning with the amendment of the Constitution that has made provision for only one police force, which is the central controlled MPF. So we're back.
But tell us, what's the difference